Water is everything. Water can mean growth, survival, different kinds of power. There are those who have sought out water's power for emotional and physical healing, as medicine and a spiritual renewal of sorts. And now the power of water in the form of relaxation still attracts thousands every year to the Chickasaw National Recreation Area. Established in 1976, it was originally the Platte National Park and the Arbuckle Recreation Area. They were combined to protect the mineral and freshwater springs in the area. People have always believed in the healing power of the waters found here.
The freshwater springs, the mineral springs, the artesian wells, that was really what this area was preserved for. And so as you travel through this old historic district of the park, you'll see many of those features are still here. Many of the springs are still here as the Vendome well is behind us. And many of those areas that drew people here in the early part of the 19th century are still visible today.
What part of the park are we in now?
In the Flower Park area. We're crossing Travertine Creek across Lincoln Bridge here.
So the fall behind us actually runs into this creek.
That's correct.
Okay. And I have to ask you, what's it like to have this as your office?
Oh, it's great. This is a great office setting. Everyone should be so fortunate.
There is a magic, a feeling of tranquility that flows through here, much like the water from one of the many springs. And that magic can now come through various activities.
There's boating, fishing, skiing, a lot of those activities. Camping, very popular in this area and has been for generations. So as you go through the entire park, there's a lot of those types of activities that are available to people.
Arbuckle Lake is a freshwater lake into which many of the springs flow.
We have wonderful fishing. We have largemouth bass, we have some smallmouth bass, crappie, sunfish. Kids love to get sunfish. So it really is a sportsman's paradise down there when it comes to fishing.
There's an abundance of hiking trails, many of which run through the Old Platte Historic District, and other trails lead to the lake area. The Travertine Nature Center sits in the middle of the park for all to explore, and visitors from around the world come here regularly to visit.
And it really is a jewel here in south central Oklahoma. There's this feeling of peace and serenity when you're walking along some of these natural springs and natural creeks.
The town of Sulphur is connected to the park in a unique way, and the Chickasaw National Recreation Area is a perfect place to come and spend time with one's family, and that can be wonderful medicine indeed.
And I think it's really not that well known. We're kind of a well-kept secret. We don't necessarily want to be.